So sensitive.
So soft. All right, what's up, everybody in YouTube? This is H&H Sports. Welcome back. I am Jeremiah.
I'm Chris. I just like to apologize for how long it's been since we made a video.
We had a battle with COVID.
Yeah,
Not a real battle, but
we had COVID.
COVID struck. So
like we had COVID, family had COVID. Yeah. So do what you gotta do. Like stay safe, wear your mask, get vaccinated if you need to. But yeah, like this is something really serious. I ain't take it serious, honestly.
then we got sick. So.
Yeah, then we got sick. So
here we are. But we're back. We're back into it.
Yep. We're back to business. Back to these games. It was just some were good, some were just why. And we're gonna get to the whys in a minute. So, Raiders and Bengals. Well, we're gonna start with the wild card. We're going to the very beginning of the playoffs. We ain't going no further than that.
Right.
And you think we should probably talk about the Alabama Georgia game?
Yeah, briefly. Why not?
All right. So you want to do that first, or
we'll talk about that real quick.
Okay.
I don't know how you took that, but I was kind of surprised. It wasn't just a loss; it was a pretty major loss. I don't
know. Honestly, I didn't. I wasn't expecting the Alabama to win because of how bad they beat them in the SEC championship. It was 41 to like 14 or something like that when they played each other in the SEC championship. That's a pretty bad margin.
So you expected the same result?
I didn't expect Alabama to beat them. Right. I expected Georgia to win, but the margin that they won by, I thought it would be a bigger margin.
Okay.
I thought the margin would be way bigger. I thought this was gonna be like a complete blowout, like it was in the SEC championship.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it was different.
So a little better showing then.
Yeah, it was better. It showed way different. So pretty much, I don't expect Georgia to be there next year. I know Alabama gonna be there because it's Alabama.
It's Alabama.
So, but no. With that being said, I'm pretty sure most of Georgia players are gonna go to the NFL because they had a great year, and when you own this great year, you want to go to the NFL.
You want to go when your draft value is high.
Exactly. You want to go when you in that first and second round draft conversation.
That's your best chance to get to the NFL. So
exactly, and that's why the funny part is about that. Some players from Georgia transferred to Alabama because they know they have a better chance of going back to the championship, and also they know that everybody's not gonna be there next year. So
yeah,
that defense ain't like. How often do you see that type of defense? Which is amazing, by the way. I enjoyed the defense of Georgia better than the offense, way better.
Yeah.
Just watching the game alone, and like my defense, of course, like my defense is amazing also, but it's just you don't see that often from Georgia.
Right.
So.
But that's part of the reason why they were there.
Right. Because like how bad they beat Michigan in the semifinals. Oh my gosh. I barely watched the game, but I watched it and I just saw how good they were.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, like I didn't expect much from the championship. Like I was watching it nonchalantly, to be honest. Because I was just like, because when like that first half, I was just like, oh okay. It's a close game. It's tied. Like, it's pretty much tied. And when it got to the fourth quarter, I was just like, okay, yeah, this is where everybody separates. This is where it comes apart. But, which I expected. But, so yeah, I didn't really expect much from this championship. Next year, it's going to be different because everybody's going to be there. I mean, you're going to have Alabama, same team, always going to be there. You probably gonna have like Ohio State next year. Maybe somebody from the ACC. Maybe I don't know. Depending on how good Clemson be the next year, because they was horrible this
LSU
year.
maybe. But I don't
LSU
know.
maybe. Who knows? But
Depending on if they can recover from losing Joe Burrow,
which they have not.
They haven't done that yet, but we'll see.
But yeah,
Next
you are,
season, maybe.
like probably next year you're gonna see two SEC teams again. But it might not be Georgia. It might be Florida next time. Who knows?
Maybe. Huh?
But besides that, let's get to your wild card games. Okay. Sorry for the it's been a while.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Right. All right. Raiders and Bengals. I was going for the Bengals in this one regardless because it's the Raiders.
Yeah, I didn't think the Raiders were gonna win either. I'm not a Bengals fan, but at this point, I'm kind of half rooting for the Bengals to make it all the way, just because I don't have a team. So wouldn't it be awesome to see like
the underdog,
the Bengals,
the underdog in the host,
right?
Thing.
Like let's shake everything up while Brady and Rodgers are out. So.
Right, true. It'd make it more crazy if the Chiefs lost and the not even in the wild card game, in the divisional round. If they'd have lost in the divisional round,
yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I'm like,
who do you pick at that point?
Right, it's like who pick your poison? Because like you're like,
I'd probably pick the Bills after that, but yeah, that's.
But yeah, I was going for the Bengals in this one because it's like the Raiders. I would have rather seen them play against the Patriots because I think the way it would have went if the Chargers would have won, I think the Patriots would have played the Bengals, and the Chargers would have played the Bills, I believe.
I can't remember.
So it was something like that. But yeah, I think that would have been a better showing because of the fact of like if the Bengals played the Patriots, I don't think they played each other this year. So that's a better game in my eyes because you playing somebody different scheme, different everything, and it's Bill Belichick in the playoffs. Who would have thought he would have lost?
Well, I mean, Mac is a rookie quarterback.
No, I'm just saying because it's not your rival, you know.
Oh, right.
So like if you playing your rival, they already know they got everything to counteract.
But if it's a new matchup,
if it's a new matchup, it's a better game because of the fact of y'all don't play them as often.
Both of them are coming in,
right?
Kind of unsuspecting.
Exactly. So with that being said, like watching that game was a waste of time in my opinion.
I don't know if I watched that whole one.
I watched the second half of that one. I didn't really watch the whole thing because it's the Raiders, and I didn't really expect much of them.
I think I watched the fourth quarter.
I was happy they made it. I mean, Derek Carr, that was his first time in the playoffs, I think. Yeah. So, I mean, kudos to him. And
kept his team together.
Right. And he kept them together to get to the playoffs.
Right.
I don't know what happened when you got there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can keep your team together, but eventually it's gonna
fall apart somewhere.
You need to be all meshing, and they weren't.
Right. They didn't want to continue their progress.
You're not gonna make it all the way riding on the shoulders of one person.
Right. But yeah, enough said about the Bengals and Raiders. Let's move on to the Patriots and the Bills.
The Bills had their vengeance. I'll tell you
that. Right. You want to know something? I saw.
What?
The funny part is, okay. So, the Patriots scored a touchdown, and I think it was like the fourth quarter. Somebody in the in the stands threw a dildo.
You saw that. I think there was a second time that happened too.
Yeah, so like somebody threw the dildo and it landed in the end zone. I was just like,
I saw the videos after because the TV station had conveniently cut that part out.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what happened?
Like I can understand. I can understand if you're if that was a Patriots fan. I understand. It's different. But if you're a Bills fan, why would you do that to your own stadium?
It's a good way to lose your tickets forever. I don't know.
That's why would you bring that to a football game?
Bringing that in, you're like, oh yeah, don't mind me, just carrying this thing.
No, don't worry about it. I was just going,
everyone carries
backdoor
these.
that.
I don't know why you. This is normal behavior.
Let me just keister this in real quick. Why? That made headlines more than the actual game.
I mean, it was a blowout game though. So,
but I would want the sports analysts and sports news to talk more about the game than the dildo they made the end zone. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really much to say about this game because it is a rivalry game, though.
It is, and Patriots weren't prepared.
No,
for it. I think they thought they were.
It is the third time they saw each other this season. And I think it was what, 2 or 3 weeks that is before the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then you meet them again. So and then the Bills automatically carry that momentum into the playoffs. And for one, it's the Patriots, they got the rookie and stuff like that.
Rookie quarterback.
Rookies, I should say, on offense. So yeah, you going with that into the playoffs, which I think is probably better.
It's a good sign for the Patriots.
Yeah,
fans.
It's a good sign for the Patriots. I think that's gonna be.
If you can do that as a rookie, then your progress. There's a lot of potential. There's more potential for progress.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna get better within the 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they might make it again next year, but I think they're gonna be one of those teams again within probably 2 or 3 years.
They're gonna have to meet the Bills again.
Right.
And Josh Allen is on fire, so.
Yeah, well, Josh Allen always gonna be on fire.
Maybe.
Until he meets the Chiefs, as always. Then they got the extinguisher.
I wouldn't call that game an extinguisher. That was...
But okay, Eagles and Buccaneers. That's another one that's a blowout. Yeah, I saw this one coming too. I mean, it was I don't know why, but they gave the Eagles so much hype because they the underdog for one, and two, Jalen they was giving Jalen Hurts so much hype. This just is what, second year?
Yeah.
Yeah, second year, and this the second year in his second year he made the playoffs. His first year he didn't really play.
He wasn't really starting.
No, but you see the potential there. They're like, hey, I can do this.
Problem is you're playing the Buccaneers.
No, the problem was he was playing against Brady.
Yeah.
it ain't just the Buccaneers. You playing against Brady.
Got a second season quarterback going against Tom Brady.
22
seasons.
22 seasons.
Yeah.
What can you do against that? I mean, you can play, you can do the best you can, but you ain't gonna beat no 22-year vet.
No.
Okay, 49ers and Cowboys.
Well, Cowboys did what they do.
Cowboys gonna do what they always do.
They're consistent.
Y'all don't need to be called America's team. In my opinion,
I don't know how
y'all can't be America's
which team is America's team anyway.
Let's get this clear.
I feel like that's a self-proclaimed title.
It is. I think that is also because of the fact of you only won 5 Super Bowls, for one. 2, you only won. Well, I think it was they only won 3 in a row.
2
in a row. Then they won they missed a year. Then they went back and won again.
That, yeah,
something like that. So, but yeah, and those 3 years y'all had amazing teams in the 90s. But
and then Jerry Jones ruined it.
Right, Jerry Jones ruined that for y'all because the coach didn't want to be there with Jerry Jones, and
And that's when you started having problems.
and I just don't get why.
Hey.
I don't like the nickname. Y'all should just get rid of this nickname of America's best
You
team.
should prove yourselves a little more before you start.
Right. Because there's teams way better than y'all. There's two teams out there right now. They got 6 rings in their organizations, and y'all only got 5. So y'all should not be America's team.
America's team.
Y'all shouldn't be America's team.
Yeah, I mean the play call,
The execution,
just nothing was
clicking. I mean, it was good. It was clicking for when it was clicking. I'll say that. It was.
But right at the end, I would have made different choices if I was the coach.
You know what? I called this earlier in the videos saying that y'all are good, but when y'all go against another good team, y'all are trash.
Well, and as soon as Dak took off on that last play, that was it.
Yeah.
At 14 seconds, you got to go for a Hail Mary.
Yeah, you gotta just throw it up there and hope for the best.
Say a prayer.
Right, just throw it up, say a
if
prayer.
If you had more time, yeah, run it, spike
you
it.
got
but
2.
That's not enough time to get set to run, get set up, and get another playoff. It's not enough time.
14 seconds. You just gotta throw it up for a prayer, and hopefully somebody's near the sideline. It's 14 seconds. That's all
if
you
you're Patrick Mahomes, that's enough time. But you're not Patrick Mahomes. You're Dak Prescott.
And then you gotta make sure your offensive line is agile enough to run down that field to spike. Like either call a timeout if you had a timeout,
which they didn't,
or spike the ball. You know, because like.
And the problem was they got set up before the ref could even touch the ball.
Exactly.
They were ready to go, and you don't leave a way for the ref, clock, so he has no choice but to run through your guys.
Right, and that clock don't start until somebody touches that ball. So, but yeah, it's like y'all just I don't know what it is. Y'all just trash when it comes to playing a good team. Like, so I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. No. Don't call yourself America's team because that just gonna get cut. Because okay, y'all make the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo. Y'all need to make it further in the playoffs if y'all want to be called America's team.
And the first round exit,
right?
Or a wild card.
A wild card
exit.
Exit.
That's first round.
I don't even know because Cowboys is just like what. Make a break. I mean, y'all just been breaking after season after season after season.
It starts off so well, and then inevitably
y'all can have all the talent. I mean, y'all can have all the talent across the board, offense, defense, special teams,
and they have.
And you still lose.
Yeah, I don't know. They've had some of the best rosters.
Yeah, they can make it to. As far as I've seen them so far, is they made it to the divisional round. No further than that.
Yeah.
And that was against, who was it? The Minnesota. You know, I was just like, what are we doing here? Why are we spending all this money on this team just for you to lose?
It's not my money.
Like in the wild card or the divisional round. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
If you spending that much money, make it make sense to the point of y'all are winning and y'all shoot. Honestly, as much talent as y'all had, I should have seen y'all playing Tom Brady for as many times as.
Should have had at least one matchup.
That should have had at least 2 or 3 matchups, in my opinion, because of the fact of like when Tony Romo and Jason Witten was there. That was y'all offense. Besides the receivers and the running back, whoever they were, I can't remember.
Yeah, Des Bryant.
Des Bryant was the receiver.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all had the team. How come y'all could never make it? Just like
Finish it.
like y'all can score all the points in the world, but y'all can still lose. I don't get it. Moving on from the Cowboys. All right, Steelers and Chiefs. Um, I mean, my Steelers weren't supposed to be there. Let's just be honest. My Steelers were not supposed to be.
And they lost, which is good.
Which is, you know what? If they'd have won,
if they would have knocked the Chiefs out, the whole universe would have been out of balance.
I would have called it. I would have said, "Look, I am a Steelers fan." I would have said this was rigged.
Replay.
I would need a redo on this game.
No, yeah, I don't.
It went the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah, even Ben knew they didn't have a chance. So.
Right. Yeah, he said in his press conferences, like, yeah, like out of all 14 teams in this playoffs, we're number 14. So, with that being said, we weren't supposed to be there. Yeah, we didn't have high hopes. If you had high hopes, that's a lot of optimism.
Just get out there and see what you can do.
Right. That's all we could have done. We did good for the first half.
Yeah.
For the first half, we did
first
good.
Half. But
second
two
half,
halves in the game.
Shoo. Second half, you throw that out the window. Oh man, but yeah, Steelers. We are in the rebuilding stage.
Could pick up Rodgers. Who knows?
Man, we got a lot of quarterbacks campaigning to come to the Steelers now.
I know, those vacant spots.
You know, the one that surprised me the most, Deshaun Watson. He wanted to come to the Steelers.
I think he wanted to go anywhere that would actually pick him up.
Nah, he said it in his press conference, the most recent one. He wanted to go. He wouldn't mind going to Pittsburgh, huh? Where somebody like a legend, and this is what he said: a legend has already played and ran his course, so he wouldn't mind playing after a legend has left. So I am not opposed to Deshaun Watson because he's younger.
He's young.
He's younger than Aaron Rodgers. So yeah. and then he's mobile.
He is.
So with the fact of we got a new coordinator, he couldn't really do what he wanted to do because his scheme relies on a mobile quarterback.
And Ben was not.
Ben was not that. Ben was a statue.
You got to change your whole scheme up.
Yeah, you had to play around the veteran. So yeah, and I think Deshaun Watson would be a good pickup.
He'd be a good fit for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Aaron Rodgers back there, but at the same time, he's injury prone.
He's older.
He is older, but he's more injury prone than anything because this man got stepped on and was out for the rest of the season. I was just like.
To be fair, it was a big dude.
It was a big dude. It was a big dude, but still, like, I don't think if that was like Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow, you'd have seen them out. They'd have called it quits for the rest of the season, though.
Yeah, probably not.
So that's why I'm at with it. Oh yeah. Also, our defensive coordinator retired.
Oh.
So
whole new,
it's like
a whole new Steelers team.
Yeah. So like it's pretty much we starting fresh.
New look.
And our GM is planning on retiring after the drafts.
That's a whole lot of change.
It's a lot of change, and so so we're definitely in a rebuilding stage. So yeah, I was just so next season is gonna be interesting, honestly. Yeah. Because there's a lot of changes going on.
Who knows who's gonna be where? Yeah.
Right. So, cause me knowing like my team in the organization, they gonna promote within. So somebody that coaches on the defense probably gonna be the new defensive coordinator, and whoever works in the Bill Nunn room, which is like the recruiting room.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like all the stats and look at all the athletes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So whoever's in that room gonna be promoted to the next GM, which I'm not opposed to, but at the same time, I would like somebody from the outskirts.
An outside hire.
Yeah, like an outside hire, because
fresh set of eyes.
Because that's pretty much what Mike Tomlin was. He was an outside hire, but yeah, because like he won like the 2002 championship. He was a defensive coordinator for Tampa Bay.
Oh,
yeah. So if you can do that one, I'm pretty sure you can do like at least one more. I would if we was actually doing like an outside hire, I would want it to be not the GM because they know the culture of stuff.
Yeah.
But I would want it to be like the defense coordinator because I'm not opposed to a different look on the defensive side, like the scheme and everything.
Yeah.
Because nowadays everything is like fake here, fake there. Cover two, you fake everybody come down. Next, everybody running back. And so yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
Defensively, they were pretty good. So
yeah, I mean, I ain't saying I
come in and tweak it a little.
I'm not saying I didn't like it.
Make them a little better. Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't like the defense that we ran.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying I'm not opposed to somebody from a different.
Someone else to come in,
right? Like show
take
something
what
different.
You got and just add to it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what my team is going through. We gotta talk about this. Not related to this, but did you know that the Seahawks are planning on the new owner is thinking about doing a clean slate,
like coaching staff,
new quarterback.
Oh, whole new start, like no Russell Wilson or
nah. Huh. So Pete Carroll, defensive, offensive coordinators.
I had not heard that. No.
Yeah. It was like
just cleaning house.
Yeah, just clean house, like everything. GM, head coach, coordinators, recruiting staff, everybody.
You might as well. You had a terrible season.
I mean, well, yeah, it was the first. I think it was like the first losing season within 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like I think our coworker, he said the owners is a female now because of the husband death.
Mm.
So she wants to do this clean slate.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
It's either gonna go really well or really bad. Awful.
So I think if this is true and not a rumor, it might be really bad.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most of the time, those things don't go very well.
No, especially if you cleaning house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Your chances are not very high.
I don't trust it, but that's that organization.
Right.
But yeah, back to the wild cards. All right, last one. I think this is the last one. Cardinals and Rams. Did not expect this to be a blowout. I
wasn't surprised.
I wasn't surprised that the Rams won. I was surprised it was a blowout.
I wasn't too surprised. I don't know. The Cardinals were on kind of a bad streak. And with the Rams pickup of Von Miller and OBJ, that's they're pretty stacked right now.
Yeah.
Which is the reason I think they won against Tampa Bay. Because
honestly. And they picked up somebody else. I can't even remember. He's not. I think he plays on special teams, I believe. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
And you got Cam Akers back.
Yeah. Whew. Wait until we talk about that.
Yeah, that was a good one. But it was a good playoffs weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see. I just say it's good to see OBJ doing what he does best because he was not doing it at the Cleveland.
No,
He's actually.
it was good because he got to show that
It wasn't him.
it wasn't him. It was good vindication for him
Verification.
that he still got it.
Yeah,
He
and
never
it
lost
wasn't.
it. It's just
It wasn't him. It was the quarterback and the chemistry that was there.
right. Team chemistry is a big thing.
Especially
if it's not right, you can have all the talent in the world and still lose.
I mean, I'm glad OBJ's doing better. He get to honestly, I think he shouldn't have went to the Browns.
Yeah, probably.
In my opinion.
Unless that was his only option.
No, that wasn't his only option. There's plenty of teams that wanted OBJ. It's just the fact that your best friend went.
He went with Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, his best friend is at the Browns, so you want to go, because that was that dream, that they wanted to play for the same team, and they wanted
Jarvis
to win.
Landry got all the targets.
Yeah, and they honestly wanted to play for the same team, and they wanted to win a championship with the same team. Right. So, I mean, I wasn't opposed to the fact that like OBJ wanted to go there because you get your best friends there. Go for it. But it's the quarterback. Like if your quarterback don't want to throw to you,
not gonna win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield.
You got two. I mean, yeah, you got two elite receivers, both of them catching with their hands, 50-50 balls with their hands. I mean, come on, one of them gonna be open.
Yeah. It's a great situation for a quarterback.
Oh, that's a fantastic situation.
Double team one, go to the other.
All right.
Just keep switching
it's
it
just
up.
Gonna keep swapping.
You can't. There's no answer to it.
And then if they not open, you got a tight end.
Yeah.
But,
you got Nick Chubb, you got running, you got passing.
You couldn't lose. But, yeah, you lost because you're a quarterback.
But you lost anyway.
But, yeah, I'm liking the fact that OBJ's in a better situation.
Rams was a good place to land for him.
Yeah. Von Miller too. I'm happy that Von Miller is getting another chance at going back to the ship and getting another ring.
Yeah.
Because apparently it didn't pan out for him with the Broncos. So, hey, it's best. I mean, it's good for them too. All right. Let's move on to the divisional round.
The Titans got beat out.
Titans and Bengals. Oh man, that was a good game.
Yeah. That one. Well, I didn't really watch that one.
Oh man,
but
the thing I'm still gonna say this. They needed a quarterback.
Better than Tannehill?
Way better than Tannehill.
Yes, that's true.
Because Tannehill threw it. Because
I can't remember. Did they have Henry back in that game? Or
he was back in that game.
Okay.
But the thing that got me was the very first play. Interception. That's just how they started off the game.
The Titans really, I think, are a good quarterback away from becoming a Super Bowl team.
That's funny because that's exactly what they are. A quarterback away.
Mike Vrabel, who's a very good coach.
Amazing coach.
You got the best running game in the league with Derrick Henry.
Them other two, they good also.
You got a good receiving core. Your line is good. If you have a quarterback better than Ryan Tannehill, you got a real shot at it.
If you get a better quarterback than Tannehill, your seeding makes more sense.
Right. You're the number one seed, but you're are the number one seed.
Because the reason they made it to the number one seed is because of their run game.
And then somehow they were able to hold on to it. But
and in this game, the run game was doing it for him. I ain't knocking the fact of I'll say this. Tannehill threw some great balls, some amazing balls in this game. For sure. Yes, he did do that. But y'all was not getting down that field with him passing the ball all game. That run game was really doing it for y'all. And you just give it to the quarterback. This is I think this is the issue with most teams now. Like
quarterbacks?
No, not quarterbacks. Passing the ball a lot.
Oh, right.
Because I'm not ashamed. Like, get your stats, get them out. You can, but let it be fair. Let it be 50-50 with this passing the ball and running the ball, because you got a running back there. If your running back is elite on Derrick Henry level, let's just say for right now,
close to it,
you will want him running the ball,
right? Yeah. So if you with that though, if you're dependent on one thing, then people can figure it out. You can't be one-dimensional.
Like I said, make it 50-50 though, because you got an amazing running back, but you got this decent quarterback, but he can throw the ball.
He can, but not on a consistent
basis.
So they're going to rely on the run.
Yeah, if you throwing the ball more than you running with the ball, because you got an amazing line and you got this amazing running back, and you're not going to running the ball only 25%, but you want to throw the ball 75%.
You got to utilize your running back.
You got to use it. Yeah, I don't like that. Was a close game. Y'all could have just ran the clock out. In my opinion,
came down to a field goal.
Y'all did not utilize.
That's the story of the playoffs this week. Y'all
did not utilize your running backs, and I say running backs instead of running back because of the fact he just came off the injury.
So you don't want to overdo it,
right? And the backups were doing amazing.
Yeah, there.
So, yeah, like the Titans could have won this game.
But when we're talking about quarterbacks,
you
got Joe Burrow on the other side.
Honestly,
who's done amazing
in that game. They didn't really throw it to Jamar Chase.
No, a couple times, but not
a lot. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was shocked at that.
What would have happened if they would have thrown to him, right?
Yeah, right. Like, I think this game,
top receiver.
You don't throw to your number one receiver
unless they they had him double teamed most of the game.
No, they didn't. It was on the island. Yeah, he was on the island for the most of the game. Because then once the Titans defense realized that he wasn't really throwing Chase the ball, he left him on the island.
That's when he started throwing it to him.
Yeah, that's when the crazy part, he still didn't. And the 2 times that he did,
you make him pay for dropping that coverage.
But the 2 times that they did, it was on that bubble route when he went inside and went up and he got a good amount of yards. And then the other time was when he went, I think it was a comeback or an out route. And that was only 2 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just it was like I thought they would at least utilize them more. But now they ain't got no choice but to utilize them more because they're going against the Chiefs.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. You ain't got no choice now.
If you even want a shot at it, you're gonna have to. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna use everything you got because that.
And your defense is gonna have to step up big time. That secondary is gonna need to be airtight.
Mm-hmm. But congratulations to the Bengals. They are pretty much the Cinderella story in this playoffs.
Yeah, they are. Joe Burrow's leading them. He's good.
Joe Burrow's leading. Everybody else been there from these other teams.
You got experience and a good leader to
Yeah.
run it. So yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see him make it. I would like to see him make it to the Super Bowl, but then again, I don't. So
I don't think
I'm
it's
kind of
very
like,
likely, but I would
yeah. It's kind of like a seesaw to me right
I
now.
would bandwagon for a game if he made it.
I mean, yeah. If the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl, I am gonna be going for the Bengals.
I'm gonna be bandwagoning hard on that game. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, on to the 49ers and Packers.
Well,
Same
as
old
much
story.
as you hate to say it,
It's the same old story for the Packers. It don't matter where.
The postseason is regular season. Rodgers, the team, they're great. They're awesome. But playoffs, something happens.
It's the same story
it's a
every
curse.
time.
They are cursed.
In the playoffs. It don't matter where it happens at. It's always gonna be the same story.
Right. And it's on a season where Aaron Rodgers is most likely going to be the MVP.
Yeah,
again.
The funny part.
And then it's like, hey, postseason comes and you're like,
special teams don't even practice.
Guess we're not going to win this game. You'd think they'd have it figured out by now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that special teams need to practice in the playoffs.
On that blocked punt, the person missed his blocking assignment. Because Jordan Willis got in there way too easily.
Way too. He just
ran through the guy.
Right.
I mean, you missed your block. That's what happens.
And then like the placement of where they had to punt. Like, come on, guys.
And then to top it all off, your offense wasn't doing anything special.
No. Honestly, if this was the regular season, this game wouldn't even be this close.
No, regular season they would have crushed them.
Yeah, I think this where they mess up at. They get the number 1 seed. They get to the playoffs, and they just lose it.
When you compare matchups, you got Jimmy Garoppolo and Aaron Rodgers. They're two very different quarterbacks. As far as talent, caliber of quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo's decent. And Aaron Rodgers' regular season is a legend, but postseason he's not so much.
I mean, Jimmy G is the average quarterback, but when he make it to the playoffs,
the 49ers still win.
When he make it to the playoffs, he's a different quarterback.
I think that's when he needs to make big plays, he can.
Yeah,
but he's not.
Well, but you still, they still got Mostert as a running back, I believe.
Samuel did most of the heavy lifting in that game.
True.
And Kittle had some big catches.
I think Kittle and Samuel had like the last 2 catches.
They were, yeah. It's kind of sad, all the hype for the Packers, but come postseason, it's nothing new. It's the norm for them.
Yeah. What can you say? The 49ers is this kryptonite, apparently, for everyone.
He owns the Bears, but he does not own the 49ers.
Rams and Bucks. Nah, this was I'll say this is number 2 for last week for like good games.
As far as game quality, yeah.
Yeah. As far as like good games for the playoffs so far.
Yeah. So I'm kind of a fan of Tom Brady. Not a huge fan, but like you watch him play and it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a fan of Tom Brady. So I'm not terribly upset when he succeeds. Other people are a lot more upset.
I used to get that way. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I used to get that way. I'm like, no,
Brady
Tom,
again. But then after a while, you're like, how does he do it? It's amazing. So I think the problem the Buccaneers had was all their injuries that they had against them. Their offensive line was not their starters. And when you're facing off against the Rams with Von Miller and Aaron Donald, you need your starters on your offensive line. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because Gronk was blocking. You need Gronk out on those routes. But you can't have him doing that when he has to help keep Aaron Donald out of the pocket.
and Von Miller and Leonard Floyd on the
and when you're
other
trying
edge
to do
rusher.
that with backup offensive linemen, it doesn't go well for you. So, I mean, it was an amazing game because they had a rough start. Second half, they got together, tied it up. The Rams had too much time left.
Yeah. So, in this one, Stafford had his Brady moment.
He did.
So
he shined.
Yes, Stafford had his Brady moment. Finally, in my opinion, I'm glad that Stafford actually made it further into the playoffs than what he did with the Lions.
He never made it to the playoffs with the Lions.
No, oh snap!
This is his first time in the playoffs.
Oh, so him and Kevin Johnson never made it.
No, the fact that he stayed in Detroit in so long is amazing in itself because they never went to the playoffs.
Not because right, because that one play on that one game was their ticket to the playoffs,
and then it was an incomplete pass.
Yes,
controversial because there's like the next season there's another pass like that they called complete.
Yeah.
So
you don't get it.
Get your calling consistent at least. I think the fans would appreciate that if you're consistent with how you called stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is his first time in the playoffs. He had a Brady moment, and it was a great game. Unfortunately, they just got the ball with too much time left for the Buccaneers to stop
42 seconds.
And the blown coverage on Cup, the last two plays. You can't leave him open down the field like that.
42 seconds left, and you win it in Brady fashion, and you're not even a Brady.
No. And the amazing thing, the Rams lost 4 fumbles. Typically, when you have that many turnovers, you lose.
The worst one, the worst one of this whole game was at the 1 yard line.
At the one, so close.
You are
could have sealed the deal right there. Could have sealed it.
You right there right there, and your head could not touch the ground quick enough.
Just dive to it, man.
Your head could not touch that ground quick enough for them to just say, "Oh, he was down."
Right? Yeah. So it was a good game. Started off, I was like, "Well, geez, it looks like their game's over."
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, it was. It was a blowout for the whole first half.
Yeah.
And they made it again in the second half. It was tense.
Yeah. That defense turned it around for them. They helped them out.
And now the world has to wonder, will Tom Brady come back for another season?
That is so true because in his last press conference, he said, I'm taking it day by day, but if I'm going to make this decision, I'm making it with my family. So this is going to be a family decision.
It's ambiguous.
But
you got to think, 44 years old, if you're in his shoes, football's not everything. He's probably addicted to winning. I think he's coming back for another season.
So,
but he's old. He's not getting younger. The other players are getting younger.
Yeah,
you got nothing left to prove. Yeah, you have 7 rings. There's no one's doubting you anymore.
The rest of the team, by the hit they stride in their prime, while he's past the prime.
But he's played better.
Well, when you got that experience and you know where to go, because you know
he's changed his game to not just stay relevant, to improve from past seasons.
You know that game, that was my first time ever seeing him draw blood.
Right. He's mortal. He's mortal, guys.
That was just the first time I ever seen him draw blood in a game. I'm pretty sure there's been other times, but that's my first time seeing him drop 11.
Yeah, so I think this game, if Tampa Bay has all their starters, you can get Gronk out on some routes. I think the Bucks win it.
Yeah, and the comeback. Oh yeah, I thought. Well, if not win it, they'll probably it would probably went into overtime.
But you come into it having to fight against injuries.
Yeah, didn't they? I think they had like what, a couple on defense too, right?
Yeah. The defense is where they were hurting.
Yeah.
So.
And then like some people got hurt in the game.
And then there was a couple plays. There was some plays where Scotty Miller was open. He didn't get hit. So it's at the end of the day, the Rams outplayed them. That's what it boils down to.
You know, they show replays, and some plays, not all plays, some plays, Tom Brady's age showed.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. In some plays, I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback or nothing like that. Right. He's still good. It's just in some plays in that game, his age showed. You know, because he was more quick throwing that ball up. Even though because usually Tom Brady would, even though pressure or not, he'll sit back there or move up in the pocket
and be patient.
But no,
unless he saw something we didn't. I don't know.
Some of them, like he's just like you see it there, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think.
But
the Rams outplayed them, but I think if the Buccaneers have all their starters, they win that game.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They had injuries. That's what happens.
That was a good game though. I actually thought that the Bucks were going to win it.
I was certain it was going to overtime.
Yeah.
Until
I was like,
defensive back lost the coverage.
He's like he's gonna win this game in Tom Brady fashion.
I was ready for it.
Right.
So congratulations to the Rams. I think.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs win the championship, then the Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl. But if they don't, then the Rams will. That's what I think.
So you think that the Rams?
So I'm going Chiefs.
Chiefs. So you thinking? So
I'm thinking.
Your
Chiefs.
prediction is Chiefs and Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go on to the next one. This is before you.
Yeah. Jumping ahead. Sorry.
Jumping so far ahead. All right. Okay.
Bills and Chiefs.
This is number 1.
Best playoff game in like the last ever.
Yeah.
History of the NFL. I don't know if there's ever been a game that good.
Probably when Tom Brady was with the Patriots. When they played the Chiefs. Because that was going back and forth.
That was a good one too, yeah. This one.
But this one, I think it was just in the second half alone? It's the second half of fourth quarter. They scored 25 points.
That was the last 2 minutes.
The last 2 minutes? Yeah.
Last 2 minutes. 25 points. It was
25 points.
It was one you needed your blood pressure medication because you couldn't keep up with it.
No.
It was crazy. It was awesome. It was a great game.
You know, I didn't watch the first half because I was like, oh, okay, this is just going to be Chiefs fashion, you know, ordinary Chiefs fashion. They're going to win the game. Right. Like they always do, you know. 2 3 possessions. Easy. I looked at it, saw the score at halftime. I was like, oh, I got to watch the game.
I got to watch it.
I got to watch the game. And I'm glad I watched like the second half because that's where everything happened.
Oh, man. You had Josh Allen throw one pass and get a touchdown.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. I can't. What? One play, you got a touchdown.
You got Pat Mahomes coming right behind him.
Right behind him. There's no breaking away. Came down to overtime.
Yeah. Man. Who would have? Did you know that was gonna? I didn't like. even though we didn't have a
The last 14
podcast,
seconds, I thought Bills are going.
I'm like, yeah, even though we didn't have like the predictions or whatever, I actually thought that I thought the Chiefs gonna win it in the regulations,
Right.
but no, they had to take it to overtime.
And after the Bills got the last touchdown, I was like, oh, okay, Chiefs lost. Sorry, boys.
Right. that game
They did
definitely
not take
came
that
down.
lane down.
That game definitely came down to who had the ball last.
Yes. And who got it first in overtime.
Yes. Okay, now let's get to our predictions. Finally.
You've been yakking forever. Sorry, guys.
Right. So, the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. So last year, NFC played the early game and AFC played the later game, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
It was only last year.
Yeah, that was last year. You think I remember that far back?
But anyway, okay, AFC. You got the Bengals and the Chiefs. Okay, so the last time they met up, it was 34-31.
It was, yeah.
And it came down to a field goal. You think that the Chiefs are on the road this time around?
They're hosting it, so they do have home field advantage.
I mean, they had it in the regular season too.
Yeah. I think this time around, though, the volume in that stadium is going to be crazy loud.
True.
Josh Allen was struggling with it.
Yeah.
He was having a hard time with that hard count.
Yeah.
He could not hear it. I think it's going to be close. I think it will be close again. The Bengals have proved that it's not a fluke that they're in. They played hard. They earned it. I think it will be close again, but I do think the Chiefs will be.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to win it because just based off home field advantage alone. I'm saying this again, but I think it's because it's more on the line and just it being a regular game, and it's win or go home, and it's also you win, you get to the Super Bowl.
If the Bengals O-line can improve, maybe they got a shot. But Joe Burrow had a target painted on him that game.
Yeah, and I think the target's gonna be worse this go around because of the fact of it's more on the line.
The stakes are way higher.
The stakes are way higher, and they're I think the Chiefs' offensive line can withhold for a short amount of time, so Pat can get the ball off.
Yeah, and if he needs to extend the play, he's very capable of doing that.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying that Joe Burrow will not get the ball off. I'm not saying that he won't be able to pass the ball. He will be able to pass that ball.
But there was an issue with sacks. So if it's going to be like that again, then I think the Chiefs are going to take it.
Yeah, I think Chiefs got the better.
Conference championship game, you can't be taking 9 sacks.
No. Not just throwing the ball up in the air.
Right.
You can't do that.
If you want to win that game, that's not happening.
No. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game all in all, but I think the Chiefs probably gonna win it.
It'll probably come down to a field goal.
Yeah. Okay. The 49. The NFC. Championship. Okay. 49ers and the Rams.
I think the Rams got it.
I want to say Rams, but then again, I want to say 49ers. Because the Rams have yet to be the 49ers. And it's, not just the fact of it's being the playoffs, just
regular season.
In the regular season.
Yeah, they do have that going for them.
Yeah. So, I think they're They are in the same division, right?
Yeah.
They are. So this is a rival game. So who knows how this gonna go? Because it's it's a rival game. Like they met each other twice already. So the schemes and the schematics for this game is already there.
Right.
So
I think Aaron Donald and Von Miller will be big factors in this game.
of course. I mean, you can say the same thing for the 49ers on the offensive side with George Kittle, Debo, Jimmy G, maybe.
If he doesn't throw picks.
Yeah. but yeah, I can't really. I don't really know nobody on the.
It'll probably be close. I think the Rams will take it though. I think they got a fire in them now.
The Rams?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they should have a big chip on their shoulder after beating the Bucks.
The 49ers barely made it into the playoffs.
True. But also, you still don't want to count them out in this game, though.
No, you don't.
That's what I'm just saying, cause like, there's a streak going on currently with the 49ers and Rams, and the Rams are on the wrong side of that streak. So,
does the streak continue?
Like, yeah, like that's what I'm kind of curious there. Like, is this gonna be just like the 49ers and Chiefs all over again in the Super Bowl?
And then the Chiefs win again?
And the Chiefs win again?
Or is it going to be
Or it's going to be Rams and Chiefs? Because it's kind of hard to say, because the Rams, like the 49ers are the kryptonite to the Rams. And it's been that way for a long time. But I think the Rams can win this game.
I think they've got enough momentum.
Don't know.
I think they've got enough momentum to carry them past the 49ers.
You know, the only way they probably can win this game if Cam Akers don't fumble.
And Cooper Kupp, because he dropped a couple too.
Yeah, he dropped he did drop this.
He dropped
the really significant one that caused a scoop and score.
To give him short field position. Yeah. It'll be close. I think the Rams will. Yeah.
But no, most of the
Chiefs and Rams.
But yeah, most of the fumbles came against
Cam Akers.
And yeah, he would have to. You know what? Forget it. The whole team ball security. That's what I'm going with. 4
lost fumbles.
Yeah. So if the Rams really want to win, they need ball security. They need to secure the ball more in this game, because I'm pretty sure the 49ers saw that game, and they're
not going to get away with 4 fumbles again.
No.
Or not.
So yeah, I'm it's kind of hard, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the Rams because the Rams are at home.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to the Rams, but I feel like I'm gonna regret it. We're gonna find out next week.
Well, that's the nice thing about not having your team in it.
Yes.
There's no harm, no foul.
I am glad the Steelers are not here.
You make your choice, but
my gosh.
Whatever happens. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm glad the Steelers are not here at this moment.
Chiefs and Rams. What would be awesome is if it was Bengals and the Rams.
Yeah, because both of them haven't been there in a while.
Would be awesome.
No, I mean, yeah.
We're already shaking things up. Let's just keep shaking.
Yeah, let's keep making this whole season weird. Like, because it's already weird enough as it is. But let's make it even more weirder.
Let's do it.
Have the Bengals and the Rams play each other for a ring. Why not? Let's get these ratings up.
Everyone would watch that game. The curiosity would be too much.
Yeah, the curiosity would be
way too much. So, that's it. We got the Pro Bowl and then the Super Bowl.
Yeah. The Pro Bowl is being held in LA too, right?
Vegas.
Vegas? Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. somebody gonna be gambling a lot.
The all-black stadium. Yes.
Yeah. That game probably gonna be boring if you wanted to really think about it because everybody gonna be gambling.
You know, I never really watched the Pro Bowl.
No.
That's one that I feel.
It's kind of like All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, the All-Star. You watched the dunk contest. I mean, I really only watched the All-Star game. That's it. Honestly, I don't even watch the dunk contest.
You know what? I will watch the dunk contest. I'll watch the All-Star game. I would not watch the 3-point shootout because we know who was going to win it.
Klay Thompson.
Or Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in watching it if then you know those two names.
It'll be one of those two.
Yeah, if you know those two names are in it, ain't no point in watching it because it's automatic.
And the last time I watched the dunk competition, it was kind of boring. Call me a bad basketball fan, but I don't know. I was. It didn't seem like it wasn't like when Dwight Howard dunked on a 14-foot hoop,
or when he did the Superman,
or when he did it. The flair wasn't there. I don't know. It wasn't.
Well, I can say it hasn't been as creative in recent years. I'll give you that.
There's only so many ways you can dunk a ball.
Depending on who you're talking to. I mean, well. If it's street dunk contest, that's different because you can do whatever you want with the ball. You can't really do that in the NBA.
Well, the dunk contest, like it's not like you're getting called for travels, so you can run 10 steps and then jump.
But you got to think about it too. Also, these guys ain't jumping that high in the air no more either.
No, they're not, and that's maybe why I wasn't as impressed. I was like,
these ain't the Vince Carter's.
You're barely getting the ball
right. This not a Vince Carter type of guy jumping in the air.
Right, it's not
getting like his shoulder
and like dunking your elbow.
Yeah,
it's not that.
It's not that no more.
Like Donovan Mitchell did that throwback Vince Carter dunk, and almost didn't pull it off.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not that many
so
guys.
So it's like, oh yeah, that was cool, but it would have been cooler if you got higher.
Yeah, like I'm saying, that's exactly because their jump, like their hops, are not the same as they used to be.
Yeah,
and then the ones that can get their arms or like their forearms at the rim, just jumping up vertically, are not the ones in the dunk contest. And they just like, nah, I don't want to do
it. Here's what I want to know. Well, I mean, like not like super bad, but like LeBron James has never done a dunk contest.
Yeah,
which is fine because as far as I'm concerned, the All-Star game, the All-Star weekend is an exhibition. That doesn't matter.
Right.
But what could he do in a dunk contest? He can elevate like crazy. That would be a dunk contest.
I would. You know what? I'm not opposed to him being in a dunk contest because he actually can get his forearm above the rim.
You watch him in regular season, and that guy's got hops.
He can jump really high.
Yeah, he can jump really high, but I've never seen him in a dunk contest.
No. Yeah, because I think he can actually pull off and jump like dunking on a 15-footer.
So I would watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Pro Bowl is like that for me where it doesn't matter.
Honestly, I think the last time I actually sat down and watched the Pro Bowl, like the actual exhibition game, was when JJY and TJ was on the same side. Like them when they was both playing together.
Right.
On the defense, I was just like, this is amazing because you ain't gonna never see nothing like this on a regular team.
Right.
So, yeah, I was like, that was like that, and also watching OBJ do what he does best, catching the ball at any angle, and
impossible angle,
and at the impossible angles.
Yeah,
not just catching it one handed, just like putting his body out there just to catch the ball. Period.
Yeah.
So and he was doing that in the Pro Bowl, and that was amazing on his own. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know who's in the Pro Bowl this year.
I don't know either. Another thing is the Super Bowl teams don't play in the Pro Bowl. Like,
No.
the players, they can be
Not
selected.
no more.
So they still get credited with the selection to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that's weird.
But they're not in the game. So it's not necessarily the best players in there, because the best players are probably on the teams going to the Super Bowl.
You know,
like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
The last Super Bowl he went to, he probably would have been in the Pro Bowl playing, but he wasn't.
You know, they did have it to the point of the Pro Bowl was after the season was over.
That would be a better placement.
It was like that until they just decided to do it.
To switch it. See, that's the thing.
They switch it. Yeah.
You got the Pro Bowl and then the Super Bowl. Yeah. So everyone in the Super Bowl automatically disqualified from playing.
I mean, because it sucks up for the ones that that's in the Super Bowl. They could have made the Pro Bowl because of the fact their name popped up for the Pro Bowl.
They got the selection.
But if they're playing in the Super Bowl, those selections go to a different team and different players.
Which I'd rather go to the Super Bowl if I had to pick.
Well, it was like I'd rather go for the Super Bowl because
I'd rather not have any Pro Bowl appearances in multiple Super Bowls.
You're gonna be really known for the Super Bowl and not the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just I mean, it would be nice to see the ones like if your name is picked and you go to the Super Bowl and you still get the chance to play in the Pro Bowl if you wanted to, because the Pro Bowl is after the Super Bowl, but they switched it around, so yeah.
It's their business.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better for other players because if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, you got a chance to make it to the Pro Bowl.
Makes it seem like a consolation prize almost.
I think it technically is. Like it's kind of like for like
you weren't quite good enough to make it to the Super Bowl.
But look, here's third and fourth place.
We'll have another game.
Yeah,
that you can.
This is pretty much like, okay, y'all playing for third and fourth place. Whoever wins,
who wants to play for that anyways?
No, not.
The only places that matter is first.
Yeah, not that many people want to play for third and fourth.
But that's it for us today.
That was a long one.
Let us know your thoughts, your predictions for Super Bowl
predictions.
Super Bowl predictions. Like and subscribe. Spread the word. If you think we talk too much, then tell us to shut up.
I don't care. I'm going to talk anyway.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Peace.